Hi, my name is Krista Wasowski, and I'm your Medina County Health Commissioner. I'd like to take this opportunity to speak directly to business owners operating throughout Medina County. I know this is a difficult time for all of you. Some of you are under orders from the State Health Department and the Governor to cease operations or to change the ways that you're working every day. I cannot tell you enough how appreciative I am to every single one of you, and I want you to know that I understand very deeply the economic impact this has on you, your families, and your employees. The reasons that you've been asked to do this are for the overwhelming good of the public and for the safety of the public. All of us are making choices and decisions right now that are going to impact thousands of people, not just in our community, but within Ohio and the nation. Some of the businesses have asked some great questions, and I want to be able to answer some of those for you. I think the number one thing that I've heard is, what do I do with an employee who might be sick? What we're asking everyone to do, and the governor has asked everyone, is for a business that's open to have individuals either take their own temperatures prior to work and report it to you when they get in. That could be as simple as saying, is your temperature above 100.4? And they just mark yes or no on a sheet. You could take temperatures if you have that ability before employees go onto the floor or into your workplace. If you have someone that can do that, having someone who has a fever is one of the first indicators of this illness. So it's important, if you have an employee that has a fever, that they be sent immediately home. They need to stay home and they need to monitor their symptoms. We don't have testing at this time available to be able to tell you as a business owner whether or not that person has the coronavirus. We are at the point of assuming if someone has the high fever and the cough, we're assuming that they do have the virus, and we're asking them to be released from work, to stay at home, and to self-isolate from their family members up to a period of at least a week beyond their last symptom. I know for small businesses, this can be very difficult because you have a small crew that you're operating with. But it's very important for the health of your other employees that you maintain this rule and send home anyone that's showing signs of being ill. What should you do if an employee does go home ill? That's another question that I've been asked a lot, because people want to know what obligation they have to other employees, either within that same work unit or on another shift within their office. There are guides and fact sheets and tips for businesses at coronavirus.ohio.gov that very specifically outline for you the cleaning and sanitation tips that you should be following in your workplace and things that you can do. And I'd send you to that guidance for the latest information. One of the things, there's a lot of anxiety and there's a lot of fear about this, but I need you to know as a business owner that most of the people who end up having this virus do fully recover, and that we're not seeing any lingering effects. People are safe to come back into your workplace again and to keep your operation going at the point in time that they've been symptom-free. And I want to encourage you to allow them to do that, to keep our economy going, to keep our businesses going. At this point, we can't do a test to show clearance that someone is free of the coronavirus. And actually, the testing that we have actually shows the presence of antibodies. So somebody who is no longer infectious could still have that positive. So a clearance test won't tell you if it's safe or not. What you need to do is follow the guidance about return to work, and that can be found on the fact sheets. The other question that I've had from businesses are, what should I do with family members if somebody is under a quarantine or has a positive case and I have an employee who lives in that home? If someone's a positive case, the health departments are notified immediately, and everyone in that household will be put under a quarantine. So that means that your employee could very well be required by the health department to stay at their home, and they'd be unable to return to work. In those circumstances, we issue a letter to the individual who tests positive, and your employee would be able to share that letter with you as proof of that happening. The health department, if you contact us, we wouldn't be able to verify that with you because of confidentiality, But do know if someone is under quarantine from us, they will receive a letter. Regardless of if they live in this county or any other county in Ohio, all health departments are following that same procedure. It's what we do every day with any other Class A infectious disease. Every person has the ability to do what he or she can to help reduce the spread of this virus within our community. Whether you're a business owner or an individual, there are steps that you can take. If you go to coronavirus.ohio.gov, there are fact sheets and tips. You can go to the medinahealth.org website. You'll have information and very specific things that are happening within our county, press releases, case numbers that you can find at that website as well. In closing, I just want everyone to feel very empowered to do what they can to help contain the spread of the virus. Whether you're a business owner or an individual, whether you're somebody who has an elder family member that you're worried about, or if you're a teenager that's willing to help and go and pick up groceries and things for a neighbor, everybody can do something. And I know that people are doing things all across our community to help one another. And together we can do this. For local information, you can go to medinahealth.org. We're also found on Facebook under Medina Health Department. All of our recent information and local information is contained there. For statewide information and some of those great checklists and fact sheets that you can use, go to coronavirus.ohio.gov. Thank you.